In Vietnamese markets, this corporation stayed in the top one of customer choice in many years. And 99% of Vietnamese households use their products, and they have a turnover of 20 billion USD. And they also have a lot of CSR campaigns to support for Vietnamese society every year. And they become an important part of Vietnamese communities. And yes, they are Unilever Vietnam. Unilever is a global corporation. They have joined in Vietnamese market since 1995. Unilever is well known for many society campaigns to support for Vietnamese living standard. Unilever pay high attention on people. People here is not only the external customer but also the internal customer who are the employee. And to build a stronger image, from 2010, Unilever has created a long-term campaign, and the keyword here is mean labor rights. Employees have a huge impact on their reputation and image. Therefore, I will discuss about internal customer of Unilever and how they approach the labor strategy. I will also talk about the social identity theory. Let's begin with the Unilever background information. First of all, I will talk about the SWOT. For example, in the trend, they adapt quickly with Vietnamese culture in the workplace. Their communication campaign need to be more suitable for Vietnamese culture. And the opportunity, Vietnamese markets is developing and they have the strong image. In the trees, there are lots of competitors such as PG, and some policy from government make the limited development for the foreigner corporation. Unilever have three main kind of products for daily using, including food and beverage, cleaning agents, and the personal care products. And they have nearly 400 famous brands such as Omo, Dove, and Pond's. Unilever have some competitors such as B&G, Nestle, and Kraft Foods, and their vision in business that they want to support for many CSR campaigns that is sharing with million Vietnamese hearts. The goals and objectives also based on this vision. Unilever want to make the differences to the other competitor by supporting and having responsibility to society and improve for Vietnamese living standard. Their activity focus on health, personal and community, and education. But the biggest concern of Unilever is how to adapt to Vietnamese culture. Therefore, there are some insightful findings here. Vietnamese tend to pace on order feedback and follow the collectivism, and then the word of mouth is applied. In Vietnamese market, working in a group is very popular than the individual. It means people usually listen to the other opinion. What is very important when mentioned about their target populace, except the main group from 18 to 29 years old. Unilever also focus on their employee and worker, and Unilever has around 1,800,000 workers. But the problem here that the employee and the worker also have their family, and this group use a lot of Unilever products. Therefore, they can send the positive message to the other group. So pay on the three key points: Vietnamese culture, collectivism, employee group, and their family. Unilever decided to have a long-term strategy focused on the labor rights. Typically, from 2010, Unilever and Oxfam have found out some inequality for the labor in Vietnam. The salary just around 3 million per month at that time, and sometimes they have to work overtime to cover for their family. In addition, they lack up the medical care from some business, and the space between manager and worker is very big. So the Unilever want to become the first corporation to take back the equality for the employee and the worker. They want to have more connection between them and the worker. They want to improve on 4 factors, including the collective bargaining, the salary and the working hour and the contract labor. Until now, it means around 2016, Unilever still have some campaign to support for the labor rights. In 2017, Unilever spent around 12 billion to improve for their worker life. Unilever also used the paid media at first time to send the message and the positive image to the audience. As a result, they take back a lot of advantage from the earned media. Earned media is from the worker and the employee. They share a lot of positive image and a lot of positive feedback on the social media. Next, let's talk about the theories. Unilever applied the social identity theory here, according to Henry and John Turner in 1970. As means of they explain for the intergroup behavior, and the social identity is a person. They want to define themselves based on the social group that they belong to. Individual perceive the other as a part of in-group with they socially identify or out-group. In addition, one person tends to increase their self-esteem in the group that they belong to and usually protest that in-group. Therefore, in this case, Unilever make the best interaction between them and the employees or worker. Make is very successful when build up this strategy. However, they need to improve some points. There are some recommendations for them. First of all, they need to keep going on the strategy to support for the employee and the worker. Secondly, Unilever should also support for the other group of internal customer. In conclusion, in the competitive situation here in Vietnamese market, making the unique image is very important. Unilever catch up quickly to this problem by becoming a part of Vietnamese culture. Tend to making a lot of CSR campaign. They receive the positive feedback from the target public. They can understand the problem of Vietnamese people and they apply the social identity theory. Unilever increased the good image from their internal customer, such as the employee and the worker. Through this public, Unilever built up a strong image that have responsibility to that country, and this group can have a big effect on the other group. Thus, they are successful when building their cooperation relationship. So this is the end of the presentation. Here are some references and thanks for listening.